Okay, so I'm going to overhaul the compiler. I just went to the, here's the compiler directory, find directory, type pointed to. What I want to do is make so that this is only not 0 if it's a pointer, and I'm going to get rid of the ICF by value. I want to get rid of this flag and replace it with a non-zero type pointed to. So that's the goal. I don't know if it's going to be possible. First, why don't we, I'm going to copy the C drive onto the D drive. This is just to okay, so okay, good enough. I should do a full backup. Okay, well, it's only on my blog. Okay, so how are we gonna go about this? I guess we'll start with we'll trigger it with sysdebug, or we could trigger with let's just see if the by value. Let's see where we stand. When we print an argument, put an argument, the type pointed to. If the type pointed to is not 0. Now we want the by value flag to be synonymous with this. So we could put check let's make it red if let's do that. If oh, let's see, start over. If that XOR hold on. Okay, this gets complicated. Okay. So it's only on the result that by value, okay. Let's flag it if it's not a pointer. How about that? First of all, it should be only for pointers. So put, does this have a class? I don't think this has a class. There's only one class. Oh, this is already turning into a problem. Okay. So here's the deal. Here's what an intermediate code. It has arguments, 2 arguments and a result. So what I was going to do, I want to clean up this type pointed to. It's a mess right now. There's a type and then there's a type pointed to. And what I want is I want the type pointed to be meaningful only if the ICF by value flag is set. And the type should be the class needs to be pointer. So first of all, let's let's see if it's only the result that find directory. Type pointed to. Okay, no, it's argument 1. Argument 1. So what I would like to do is move it into the okay. Seems to be argument 1 all the time. Argument 1 is the critical one. What is this argument 2? Okay, by the time in the end, it's only argument 1. Is that correct? Because if that's correct, we can possibly work with that. So is this only argument 1? Argument 1, argument 1. Let's look for argument 2 type pointed to. Find A2 type pointed. Okay, this could be a fluke, and in fact, fdiv. So if we can limit it to argument 1, okay, what is this? Floating point division. If it's a floating Do you think this is a fluke? what about float? So the other issue, I think there's a flag for floats. No, I could be wrong. Is this the only way we identify floats? If A2 is immediate and A2 type pointed to A2, let's do a progress. Let's, you know what we'd, okay, let's see. If temp_i A2.type and RT RTG mask, RTG type not equal to RT64 progress 1 plus plus else progress 3 plus plus. Okay. So this is not a proof. 1 and 3. Damn it. I hate when that happens. Let's see if we can trigger it. Fuck. That doesn't make me very happy. Where are we using F64? Type pointed to. A1 type pointed to. Okay, I think we're abusing this. It's a pointer. Is it really a pointer, or is it a I want to get rid of, I want to stop using this unless it's by value, and you're not supposed to use that. Okay, so where does a float end up? Okay, let's see where find equals RT64. I want to find where it assigns it. somewhere in past 1, 2. Raw type. Okay, so where do we? Okay, let's go ahead and got rid of that. Now let's check the final stage. We're going to do some some surveys. Okay, so about right here, if type, this is never going to happen. Well, let's see. If type a1.type and rtg mask equals rtf64. What if it's a pointer? It's possible. Is that possible? Well, let's just progress 3 is many more times. Okay. So if it's about 2. Similar. Is this actually a pointer? I guess so. It's a what if this doesn't get used? How would So here's what I'm trying to do. have this type pointed to in the compiler. There are there's here's what I'm investigating. I'm trying to clean my compiler up. So let's just call this. So so here's what I'm trying to do. I have this intermediate code, and it has 2 arguments and a result. And each argument, if it's a pointer, the type is pointer, and then the type pointed to is type pointed to. But I think I fill in this value even when it's not a pointer. So that's kind of confusing. I want to clean it up so that this is only when it's an actual pointer. And if I can do that, I should be able to get rid of, there's a flag by value. So here's what I want to do. I want to make type pointed to null if it's not a pointer. If it is a pointer, I want that the type should be a pointer, and the by value should be, the flag by value should be replaced with a non-zero pointed value. That would, everything would make sense. You can see how just being safe and filling in the type pointed to kind of simplifies code, but it's a little bit confusing when it's not a pointer. So it shouldn't fill this type pointed to in if it's not a pointer. I'm trying to. When I did this, it was very spontaneous and not, I didn't sit back and plan. And now I'm kind of cleaning it up. Anyway, let's see. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so so what we have to do is Do we really want to do this? How bad do we want to do this? How badly? Okay, we almost are not using the type pointed to on A2. Almost. If we say find A2.type pointed, we almost don't use it. So the first step is to get rid of using it. We're just using it in a couple of, these don't even happen. Multiplying and dividing by 1. So how many sodas do I drink a day? A lot. So are these is this a pointer at this stage? If okay, so where does it, okay, let's see. If pointer star count minus 1. Okay, you see how what we want to do is only do this if it's a pointer star count. That's what I want to do. If it's not a pointer star count, we don't want to do it. So that could be a lot of work. So this is a class. If the class of an argument has a star, then you decrease back to no stars, and then you make the result. You make the no star type pointed to as the no star size. So like if you have a star U8 or U8, if you have a U8 star, then it starts as a U8 star, and when you do this, it becomes a U8. And the class forward, I could explain that, but long story short, raw type is a U8. So RT U8. So it comes in as U8 star, and it leaves as RT U8. And there's another thing which is there are these unions. There are these unions that we have. A U64 is made up of it's either a U64 or they're sub-unions. So if you take I dot U8 sub 0, that's it. Let's say I is an I64, and then you take I dot U8 sub 0. The class forward starts with it ends up with the U8. I think it starts as an I64. I don't remember. That might not. If that's not essential, let's do this. So what I'm trying to do is high level fix it. I want to first of all, what if this is never necessary? Does this ever get used? Let's check if C not equal. I don't even know if these ever get used. These could be completely bogus. It's possible. I don't remember what they are. Okay, they definitely get used. Well, that's good to know. Oh, it's a class, but what about the RT? This is. I think that converts. Maybe this doesn't get used. No, that gets used. Okay. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, so let me explain how so you have a class. It might be a one of the internal types, or it might be a class structure, you know, with an actual class. There's a pointer to a hash class, and this tells the number of members and all that kind of stuff, and with the member list. If it's an internal type, it follows the same format. So the pointers, the way it handles the stars is it allocates an array like you can say an array of up to 5 of these, and each one is the so if you can imagine an array, it's like 5 of these, and the first one, the pointer star is 0. The first one, the pointer star is 0. The second one, the pointer star is 1. The third one, the pointer star is 2, and I think I go up to 4. I think 4 stars. If you do more than that, it won't work. So so what we're checking here is if it's a pointer, then back up, go to the previous one in the array. Oh, it's only 1. What if it's a double pointer? Oh. That makes sense. It's only, if it's a double pointer, it's still a pointer. When you, in a lot of places, I subtract I say that equals. You'll find a lot of places where I subtract the pointer star minus equal. You'll find this sort of thing, and that brings it back to the whatever it's pointing to. Looks like we're only doing one level. So what I want to do is I don't know if I want to do this. I thought I should only, here's what I want to do. I want to change this so that if it's not a pointer, return null. If it's not a pointer, I want to return, if that's my goal. If not equal to 1, return null. And so we would only be using there's a type, and then there's a type pointed to, and I want to get rid of using type pointed to unless it's a pointer. Doesn't that make more sense? If it's not a pointer, we don't. Anyway, I guess it can be what do you think of that? What do you think of that? Okay, well, I'm having second thoughts about doing this. There's R type pointed to. There's not very many of those either. Yeah, it's only A1, which is the main one. I'm not surprised. A1 should be the only one that has type pointed to. A1 should be the only one. That's my goal. So, log doesn't matter in this. Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, I don't think. This is for converting small types into bigger types. That's kind of A1 pointed to R. You know, this can be cleaned up, can't it? This code is bad code. What we want to say is max and min, and we're taking if PT1 is not 0, PT1 is less than PT. Looks like we're taking the smaller. Why are we taking the smaller? Pointed to type. Why don't we just say max and min? I didn't have the max and min available. Raw type. If type we're setting the A1 type. Result. Is it possible for these to be 0? Yeah. Is it possible, really? If A1 is move, or if I1 is move, if move or register and stack, I don't think it can be 0. Let's see if it can be 0. Okay. Yeah, it can be 0. Okay. Oh, we're doing this. 0. What do you know? Okay. I think that's a safe bet. I think that's a safe bet. So you know what we can do? We can replace this with min I64 min I64 comma we have to check the code size to see if it changes. Let's do okay. Oh, damn it. It doesn't fit on the line. I hate when that happens. Okay, so TY. So the way we check if we didn't break anything is by recording the size of the kernel. Let's escape out of here. Let's compile the kernel. Let's record the code size. Now let's reboot the new compiler. Compile the kernel, record. Okay, it's identical. Okay. Okay, so now I'll bet this is also well, let's just do this carefully. If pointed to. Oh, holy shit. Okay. Okay, but the type, so the pointed to okay, what about so the pointed to can be 0. I guess that's what we're actually going to desire. We want that. This can't be, I don't think this can be 0. Okay, that cannot be 0. Okay, so A2 type let's do this carefully. Okay, so A2 type, I'm being silly, pretty silly, plus A2 type, we want the min. Oh, fuck. A2 type is equal to A2 type A1, A1, A1R, I1, I1R, I1, A1. So it's 2, 2, 1, R. I think I did it right. Fuck. Paranoid. Of course it's right. A2 raw type. A2. Line number 44. Line number 44. Okay. A2 type is equal to A1 type mask plus minimum A2 type raw type R type A1 type raw type. Okay, good enough. Let's see. Compile. Reboot. Now we compile the kernel and we check. Good. So TY TY1 sometimes it's fun to see if we speed things up. I don't think it's not faster. Okay. So now we have this pointed to type. Now pointed to type. So what if this is 0, are the others 0? That's a good question. If PT if okay. None. Okay. That's not surprising. Okay, so So now what we do is if wait, are we sure? Did I? I'm not sure I tested thoroughly. How about else? Wait, if it can't be less than 0, PT is not equal, and less. PT cannot, PT is 0, it cannot be less. Am I right? I think I'm right. Okay. I do believe I'm right. So, did we have that F64 in the original? No, we did not have F64 down here or in here. Okay. I understand what the purpose is. Okay, so, well, if so did I verify these cannot be 0 if that is not 0? Yes, I did. Did I verify down here? I think, I don't know if I verified down here. I don't think I did. Shit. Okay, so if it's if okay. Now we verify the size did not change. Okay, so far so good. We can do a test suite to make sure we didn't ruin anything. That's probably prudent. This shit sometimes gets ruined. I made a change the other day, and I thought everything was okay, but then in one of my test programs it was wrong. What's that? Oh. Okay. So, I want to see how downloads are going. One more. All right. Okay, let's. What happened there? DD TempleOS CD. Oh, okay. I know what's going on. Okay, anyway. Okay. Okay, that's going to take a little. That's going to take a few minutes. I'm doing a backup. That'll take a while. So what I'm working on is let's see. What? Oh, this is not updated yet, of course. Okay, so stop. VM out. Might as well upload it. Okay. Okay, fine. So the earliest use is, looks like past 3 sets pointed to type. Hey, this looks familiar. What? Didn't we just deal with that? I think we can do the same thing. Let's be careful. Okay, so if Okay, so that's not used. Okay, let's. The top one is this. Or 2. Done, I'm done, and I'm on the next one. Done, done. Okay. Type 2. Oh, this is, okay, type. Oh, it's different. IL1, type 2 is going to equal IL2 A1 plus IL1 type 2 raw type IL2 R type IL2 A1. Okay, so we got raw type R IL2. Just do it. No, I'm paranoid. I want to check. Oh, well, it's too late now. L1 A1 type L2 A1 type L1 A1 type raw type L2 raw result type IL2 result type L2 A1 raw type. Okay. And now we can get rid of TY1. Let's compile. Let's record. Oh, is that different? I swear that's different. Okay. Okay, it's the same. Whew. Okay, now number 4. So it's pretty safe stating if that is sound logic, is it not? It can't be less than 0. So, if not, okay. Shit. P1. That makes me nervous, but eventually we want all of them on. Is it the A1 or is it? So progress 3 did not get hit. What about the other one that we changed? It's the first one. A1. You know what I want to do? I want to change the other one back. This is the PT1 and then Oh, you know what we can do? If PT1 greater than 0. Done, I'm done, and I'm on to the next one. Done, done, on to the next one. Zero. Zero. So wait a minute. So technically we can say if and there is, wait a minute. Okay, we're done. Okay, good. So it's not quite as okay. You want to do a test suite again? Why not? Okay. Let's verify what we did. Let's do the test suite. Kind of silly, but you never know. Okay. So okay, so if you're just tuning in, if you're just tuning in, the compiler has intermediate codes with 2 arguments and a result. And the arguments have a type and a type pointed to. And if I'm not mistaken, only A1 uses the type pointed to. The other ones I'm going to try and get rid of the usage. I think it's not necessary. And then at that point, what I'm going to do is, if it has a type pointed to, I want a non-zero type pointed to replace this by val flag. If it's a non-zero type pointed to, I want that to replace this type val. So I want to get rid of type pointed to in arg2 in the result, so that only arg1 has a type pointed to. I could shift the type pointed to out of the argument and into the intermediate code. The by val is only on the intermediate code. The flags are on the intermediate code, not the argument. So that's the big picture of what I'm trying to do. One of my difficulties is I think it's used whenever it checks for floating point so I might have more trouble than I thought. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, so if we find, let's go to the compiler, find directory, result type pointed. So it's used in the two places we saw, and it's used when it's created, and what it you know, we could defer the creation of type pointed to. No, we can't. It's created from a class. Okay. What if we took the class? That would be ideal. If we could, never mind. If we could call this routine right at the end, well, I don't know. So A2 oh, this is what I'm working on, as a matter of fact. So I want to get rid of all of these. The result, and I don't know if it's possible. Okay. So after it's used in past 6, It's not used in 789. It's used in, the result is used in back C. As a matter of fact, I think I just did this today, or not today, last week. I think I just modified this. And so we should use our head and the A1 is the one that we want to limit it to. So, there's this routine right here that we want it to be null if it's not a pointer. If it's not a pointer, we want it to be null. Not only that, but if it's not by value, we want it null. Let's see if it's only used by value. FD. No, I think that's pretty crazy. We want it to only be used if it's by value. That means in the back end, you see it's by value. We want it only in the by value examples. This is by value, that's by value. This is not by value. And we're using it. That could be redundant. Maybe we can use the so if my theory is correct, I should be able to change that to the just A1 type and RTG mask. I think I should be able to do that. That's the goal. We want to do that. Let's see. We could just do it and see if it works, but that would be a little bit too rash at this point. How can I do this slowly and safely? What if I just do it and then it's, well, it would be broken. I don't really want it broken. Shit. I think I want to take a break. I didn't start it. I didn't do it. I think I'm going to take a break.